Hi guys, Shyla Colt here, joining you for another vlog. Sorry I missed you last week. I was super sick. Believe me, it would not have been entertaining to have me sit here and be barely audible. I was definitely doing my best Kermit the Frog imitation last week and maybe a little bit delirious. So now that the cold is gone, I'm back and I kind of have a backlog of things. So we're going to get caught up. Today I'm going to be doing my Loved and Blessed box and then talking a little bit about what's going on with me in my writer life. And then next week we'll probably do two things. I'll do another author speaks, so get your questions ready. And two, I will be doing the Skosh box for last month. I know how exciting those are. And this month was a really cool month with some really cool things I can't wait to try. So now back to this. I always find when I need it, I get the things that I'm searching for without knowing that I'm looking for it. Today I got a really awesome box. It's Speaking Life, and it seemed so relevant not only to what was going on with me right now, but what I see kind of going on at Facebook with sort of the drama, the rumor mill, and all of that, and this really hit home. First I'm going to talk a little bit about what's going on with me in my writer life. I'm hitting a really gnarly period of writer's block, which happens sometimes. Usually that's my sign that I need to step away. I need to go travel, take some road trips, or I need to just veg out, just watch some television, read some books that I haven't written. It sounds so simple, but the truth is that I write a lot. I put in a lot of hours a day, writing, editing, rewriting, sending the editor, getting it back and going over it, and it sort of adds up, and I think that it drains a little bit of the creativity when you don't take a break. Also, I find that I'm very much like a caterpillar. I'll find one particular genre that I really like at the moment, and it's sort of my leaf, and I want to munch on it and munch on it and munch on it and munch on it, and I think about it, and then I sort of cocoon, everything comes together, and I'm a butterfly, and then you'll notice, hey, she's really working on this genre right now. Why? A lot of you ask me, why do I genre hop? Because I like a lot of different things. I'm a very eclectic person. I get as much enjoyment out of watching a horror movie as I would out of reading an inspirational romance. Why? Because all these things are parts of my life, and because my writing is a reflection of my life and who I am, I have to break it down into bits and pieces so that I really feel satisfied as a writer. I always want you guys to enjoy what I'm writing and get something out of it, but I also said that I was going to do this as myself, which to me means I want to write stories that are meaningful to me and are sometimes a challenge for me. Because it's not always easy switching gears, and then it's not always easy sort of exploring things that maybe are painful and being that honest. I will say every book I have has a little piece of me in it, something I've gone through, even the paranormal ones. So that's where I am right now, really struggling with being inspired. Not so much writer's block itself, but just not sure where I want to go. So I will say, I think when I come out of that, you will be seeing some new things from me, which I'm excited about. I think that's always good. I like to think that you've seen sort of a change in the past 6 months. I've been working really, really hard on my growth as a writer, and I'm continuing to do that. So thank you again for your patience, your encouragement. I always appreciate when you contact me, when you make me a part of your life. I have a lot of you that I chat with on a regular basis, and I really appreciate that. So I do want to say thank you. Support, always appreciated. So now we'll jump into the Loved and Blessed box. Speaking Life was actually the theme this month. Words can hurt. The words others say to us can do as much damage as the words we speak to ourselves. Even our own thoughts can be debilitating. Do you battle with automatic negative thoughts? Ants always seem to pop up when we're unprepared. All is well, and then one ant scurries in our mind, then another, and before we know it, a swarm of ants is carrying you down a negative spiral that makes you think your world or your relationships are falling apart. But if we keep our minds full of God's words, those ants won't have to swarm. Speak life. Choose to speak words of love to yourself and to others. Use your words to build up, not to tear down. Those ants might still pop up, but you're able to squash them quickly without interrupting your joy. I always like to sort of break this down because I know we all have different beliefs, and that's awesome. I'm all for it. But this can also just be positivity. I mean, we all have those self-doubts that creep in probably when we're at our lowest moments, maybe when we're really tired or we're waiting to see the result of something. You take that test and you don't know what's happening, and all of a sudden you're thinking of the worst case scenarios, and it feeds into it because you're exhausted because you've been studying for that test, and now everything is so tense. And those are the moments where I think we really need to take a step back and thinking about the positive and saying positive things to ourselves, sort of as a reinforcement. I think it's more than just a religious thing or a Christian thing. It's something important to remember. I really love this. Don't believe everything you think, right? Like I said, it's easy to get into that loop, especially if I had a day the other day. It was my terrible, horrible, rotten, no good day. I mean, my husband is not in his head. I couldn't hold on to anything. I was eating. All of a sudden, a bowl flew out of my hand. I went in there, I dropped a drink on the floor, and I was struggling with trying to do some writing, and nothing was coming. It was a bad day. I mean, something random even that I was holding in my hand had broken, and it was like, he told me to just go sit on the couch and he would take care of it, because it was just one of those days where nothing was going right. And I know we've all had them, and I think those are the days where we need things like this, right? Don't believe everything you think. Why? Because you are loved, you are smart, you are special, you are valued, you are blessed, you are enough. I'm going to repeat that one because I think too many times we stretch ourselves thin and we still don't think we're doing enough. You are enough. You are strong. You are good. You are wanted. You are important. You are amazing. And you are beautiful. And I promise you, every one of those things I've said is true for at least one person in your life. I'm sure many. And sometimes just thinking that is enough to sort of get us out of our rut. I got an awesome Speak Life journal. I'm all about journals. Shocker, a writer who likes journals. I think I'm going to fill this with just some positive quotes and thoughts, and maybe even that new stuff that I'm trying to work on for you guys. I just want to encourage you to speak life, to be an encourager, to not jump on that sort of downward spiral bandwagon that I think it's all too easy to get on. This one, take captive every thought and make it obedient to Christ. Now this is 2 Corinthians, but I'm pretty sure we could just say take captive every thought and make it obedient to our will, to us, to what we're wanting. If it's not helping us, then let's let that one go and then replace it with something. I think sometimes it's just important to remind ourselves how far we've already come. We might not be where we want to be right now, but that doesn't mean we'll never be. That's sort of a message I'm reinforcing this week. It's something I feel very strongly about, something I'm doing for myself. A lot of times when I'm encouraging you, I'm encouraging myself as well. It's something that I'm going through, something I'm personally involved in. It's not just me just sort of off to the side talking about something. So I hope you get something out of this. I hope this was a nice positive burst in the middle of your week. We are heading into the weekend. For those of you in the area, I will be at the meet and greet that's happening tomorrow for the Queen of the West Book Bash. I will be there at the signing Saturday from 10 to 6. I hope to see you there. Definitely come by and say hi. Thank you guys again for supporting the vlog, and I will see you next time. Bye.